Good evening. Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Lagos State Governor restates commitment to boost food security, empower farmers with modern tools. Senate seeks immediate aid for survivors of tanker explosion in Jigawa State. On the foreign scene, Niger Republic renames streets, monuments with French names. And in sports, England names Thomas Tuchel as new manager ahead 2026 World Cup. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has attributed his administration's massive investment in agriculture and food systems as a recognition of the importance of food for security and a better society. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this at the celebration of this year's World Food Day with the theme, Rights to Foods for a Better Life and a Better Future. Leave no one behind. The governor said efforts are ongoing to add to the existing food systems in the state to boost food security, while helping farmers with modern mechanization services and technology for improved yields.
It speaks directly to the challenges of ongoing food security which we have worldwide. Food is indeed a right. Food for a better life and for a better future cannot be better imagined. Food is not just an essential for survival, but it's also the cornerstone for a prosperous and a stable nation.
On his part, the special advisor to the governor on agriculture and food systems, Oluwarotimi Fashola, said the state government would continue to train farmers to ensure sectoral growth.
We are resolute in our mission to ensure that all citizens have the access to sufficient, safe and nutritious food, which is essential for the active and healthy lives. The leading cause of deficiency of global is poor nutrition, particularly in inadequate supply of fruits, vegetables, and necessary vitamins and minerals. This is why the ministry and its agencies have set a goal to train and retrain both existing and aspiring farmers to ensure sustained sectoral growth and increased contribution to the state's GDP.
Farmers and producers at the event displayed their farm produce, livestock and products at the event held at the Police College ground, Ikeja. 5,512 youths and women have graduated from the 19 skills acquisition centers of the Lagos State Government for the year 2023. Speaking at the event held in Ikeja, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu urged the graduates not to live above their means but show resilience, keep their visions alive, avoid distractions, be focused, professional, grow their skills and contribute to the growth of the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu said his administration is committed to creating an environment where everyone will have opportunities to thrive.
Training or development is never ending. What do I say? It's never ending. So continue to up your skill. Continue to train yourself. You finish this one now, in another 1 year, you have another one, you want to go and up your skill again. Maybe there are things that you now don't understand. By then, go and look for a place where you can get additional skill so that you can remain professional on that your line that you have chosen for yourself. When they say collaborate with good people, form alliance, people that can take you up, people that can do what? That can take you up. Collaborate.
Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Bolaji Dada, who commended Governor Sanwo-Olu for various initiatives, said the ministry in the last 5 years had produced 23,604 graduates from the various acquisition centers across the state. Dada urged the new graduates to embrace the opportunity with courage, let it impact positively in their lives and families, as well as communities.
And today's graduation ceremony is a true testament of your commitment to building a brighter future for all and a greater Lagos has indeed risen. Thank you, Mr. Governor, for being an inspiration to us all. You have been exceptional exceptionally supportive, consistently demonstrating your commitment to empowering various segments through various initiatives and programs.
Our correspondent Adiola Kindele reports that the graduates who were empowered with various equipment, including tools for printing, laptops, gas cookers, dryers, sewing machines, will also benefit from free Lera Eco health scheme of the state government. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the state will pay 85,000 naira minimum wage to its workers, which is 15,000 naira higher than the 70,000 naira approved by the federal government in July. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who stated this during a television interview, said the state is not paying 85,000 naira to outdo others, but because it has the capacity to do so. He noted that deliberations are still ongoing between government representatives, labor unions, and the private sector. General Manager of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, Olalekan Bakari, has expressed unwavering commitment to strengthening interagency cooperation with the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC. Bakari stated this when the newly appointed sector commander of the FRSC Lagos State, Ganiu Amzat, paid him a courtesy visit at the agency's headquarters in Oshodi. He reaffirmed last month's dedication to refining traffic operations across Lagos, citing ongoing efforts to enhance the professionalism and operational standards of its personnel. Bakari Oki highlighted the significant improvements in the response times of last month's rescue team during road incidents, attributing this success to the agency's new international standard toll-free call center, which has enhanced public access to timely interventions. On his part, FRSC Lagos Sector Commander Ganiu Amzat said, through closer collaboration, both agencies can achieve greater effectiveness in navigating Lagos' intricate traffic landscape. Ahead the commencement of a non-polio supplemental immunization activities, NPSIA, the Lagos State government has urged the media to champion messages around the benefits of the exercise that will focus on measles, yellow fever, polio, routine immunization, tetanus, diphtheria, and the human papillomavirus HPV vaccination. The government made a call at a media orientation program on the NPSIA Yellow Fever campaign organized by the Lagos State Ministry of Information and Strategy in collaboration with the United Nations Children's Fund and UNICEF. In his welcome address, Supervising Permanent Secretary of the Lagos State Primary Healthcare Board, Abimbola Bowale, reiterated the state government's unwavering commitment to protecting citizens' health through effective immunization strategies. Highlighting the media's essential role, Bowale stressed that journalists must intensify efforts in disseminating accurate information to ensure that every child receives life-saving immunizations with no one left behind. In his paper, Immunization Program Coordinator in the State Primary Healthcare Board, Adetola Akinpelu, explained that the NPSIA will target vaccines including measles, yellow fever, and HPV, aiming for at least 95% coverage for the measles vaccine and 85% for yellow fever to achieve herd immunity. UNICEF Social and Behavioral Change Specialist Aderonke Akinola Akinwole said the funds intends to employ the help of journalists to combat myths through credible and easy to understand content, which will promote and increase vaccine trust and acceptance. Now to the rest of the stories. The Senate has solicited urgent assistance for survivors of a devastating tanker explosion that occurred on Tuesday night in Jigawa State, resulting in the death of over 150 people. Raising the issue under a matter of urgent public importance, Senator representing Jigawa West, Usaini Babangida, explained that the explosion happened along the Adejia Expressway while individuals were attempting to scoop petrol from a fully loaded tanker. In response, The Senate urged the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, as well as the National Emergency Management Agency, to provide immediate relief to the affected victims. The lawmaker also called on security agencies to take proactive measures to prevent similar incidents in the future, while they observed a minute of silence in memory of those who lost their lives in this tragic event. Following the motion, the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, urged the Jigawa state government to assist the survivors and implement awareness campaigns about the dangers associated with siphoning fuel from disabled tankers. The Federal Ministry of Finance, the Nigerian Consumer Credit Corporation, Credit Corp, and the Presidential Initiative on Compressed Natural Gas, CNG, have launched the Credit Access for Light and Mobility Fund. Program Coordinator and Chief Executive Officer of PICNG, Michael Oluwagbemi, said the initiative is aimed at providing affordable credit for converting vehicles to compressed natural gas and adopting solar energy solutions. Oluwagbemi also said the program offers opportunities for individuals with a verifiable salary or an entrepreneur whose income can be verified by a financial institution who want to convert their vehicles to take advantage of the CNG initiative. He added that with flexible financing options, Nigerians can now access immediate credit to convert their vehicles to CNG, significantly reducing dependence on costly fuels while also lowering electricity bills. Now to foreign news. Niger Republic's military leaders have renamed streets and monuments bearing French names in the latest move to cut links with the country's former colonial power. Avenue Charles de Gaulle in the capital, Niamey, is now Avenue Jibo Bakery in honor of the Nigerian politician who played a key role in the West African country's struggle for independence. The junta spokesman, Abdramani Amado, said most of the avenues, boulevards, and streets in the country bear names that are simply reminders of the suffering and bullying the people endured during the ordeal of colonization. Amado said the renaming now pays homage to all civilian and military victims of colonization to the present day. Niger Republic's relationship with France and other Western allies deteriorated after President Mohamed Bazoum was ousted in a coup last year. Now sports. German football manager Thomas Tuchel has been named as England's new manager after agreeing a deal with the Football Association. Reports say the 51-year-old was named as the permanent successor to Gareth Southgate. He will officially take charge on January 1, 2025, after signing an 18-month contract. And as our news before the end of the news, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has praised the election of Enita Oshodi as the 6th president of the African Table Tennis Federation, ATTF, in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Oshodi, a former commissioner for youth, sports, and social development, was unanimously elected as the elective annual general meeting of the continental body held at the African Union headquarters. Governor Sanwo-Olu said the state is proud of a true Lagosian who has continued to put Nigerian Lagos on a world map through his sheer ingenuity in sports. The governor also pledged the state's support to Oshodi and called on other Nigerians to support their compatriots, who has continued to make the country proud with his international acceptance. Enita Oshodi is the second Nigerian to lead a continental sports body after Segun George, who served from 1988 to 1996. And that's our news at 9. But just before we go, always carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us on like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has attributed his administration's massive investment in agriculture and food systems as a recognition of the importance of food for security and a better society. The senator solicited urgent assistance for survivors of a devastating tanker explosion that occurred on Tuesday night in Jigawa State, resulting in the death of over 150 people. We also tell you that Niger Republic's military leaders have renamed streets and monuments bearing French names in the latest move to cut links with the country's former colonial power. And in sport, German football manager Thomas Tuchel has been named as England's new manager after agreeing a deal with the Football Association. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Olowokworoku. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.